Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4 Golden. So we've seen this before. We've done this before in the first playthrough. You're trying to escape, aren't you? Yes, you are. Namatami's gone crazy.
You have your life.
So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing off the bad endings. And there's 3 of them. And there's going to be a lot of skipping because I'm going to have to go back and redo this. And the first day you actually need to be...
Is it the Midnight Channel?
It is the Midnight Channel. But yeah, you want to be on December 3rd if you want to see the bad endings yourself, which I'm not entirely sure why you want to do that.
The real one's right here and we already beat his shadow.
So the first 2 that you need to get to is you actually need to be here, and you need to be, you're going to be saying the wrong things to Namatame so you don't get the true ending. So I've gone ahead and fast forwarded to here so we can actually view this, and I'm gonna have to do it again to get to the second bad ending. So yeah. And Namatame's gonna be freaking out here. So we've already determined that the shadows do not say exactly what the people are thinking. They are taking them a little further. So
Please stop!
Man looks like he's going crazy.
Stop what? We ain't even done anything yet. Or do you want us to do something? Something fitting for a bastard like you?
Kanji.
Yeah, we're all getting a little overwhelming here. Or overwhelmed?
Do whatever you want. You hate me because the child died, don't you? I don't care either way. Living or dying makes no difference to me.
He's wearing that outfit, the delivery man outfit. It looks kind of creepy with those eyes, the bright yellow ones.
Dare, right? I'll continue saving people. It's my mission.
Mission? My God.
Calm down there.
Please, stop. He wants us to stop. What should we do?
What do you mean?
Alright, so this is about... We're getting really close to when we're...
What are you going to do?
Gonna be decide time here.
No way I'm gonna walk out of here doing
So, the first one is coming up here. Is gonna be from Yosuke. And if you remember correctly, there is a 6 choice...
This must be a luxury suite. Most hospital wards don't have such.
There's going to be 6 choices that you have to select.
This man could escape at any time.
So,
although once he enters, he may find there's no way out.
Yeah, so they start talking about whether or not they're going to throw Namatame into the television. So, in the true ending, you would say, wait a second here, which would then start the other 5 choices.
This is crazy! How can we do something like that?
So,
Chie! Everyone, listen to me.
what's up, Yosuke?
We're gonna do this. Now is our only shot. We won't get a second chance.
Yeah, we either throw him in now or we never throw him in again.
And he'll go around saving people again. You just heard what this bastard's really thinking. If that happens, it'll be just like Nanako-chan and Senpai. Who knows how many innocent people will die this time? I can't let something like that go.
I kind of wonder,
to me died. Her killer can't be convicted.
I know the fog is spreading into the real world, but I kind of wonder how many people that they could have thrown in that could have died before the fog took over. I just kind of wonder,
push him inside the TV.
You know, how many people like ultimately could have been.
This is all over.
If it was like Saki Senpai, where it was like one day.
If any of you want no part in this, just leave the room. I'm not gonna force you to stay.
Alright.
As for me, nothing could make me forgive this bastard. But before
I'm glad you finally want to ask my opinion, Yosuke. I appreciate...
What do you want to do, leader?
Alright, so, the first bad ending that we're going to get is I'm going to say to push the bastard in. And we're going to end this here and now. So let's go ahead and watch what happens.
Wait a second. Do you really understand what you're about to do? It's the exact same thing Namatame's been doing. I hate the guy too, but you really want to go that far?
Is getting revenge the right thing to do? But if we don't do anything, he might... I don't know anymore. Are you sure about this?
Alright, so I'm gonna say do it already.
You really mean it? There's no other way?
Just get it done and over with.
What about you guys? Remember, there's no need to stay if you don't want to.
I'll stay.
Me too. I won't be the only one to walk out on this. I'd only suffer more that way. If this is what we've decided, I'll stick with it to the end.
Me too. No matter how we end it, I want to witness it.
Alright, well, we're gonna put Namatame in. The other world that caused all this to happen will surely take care of the rest. Bye, Namatame. The case will be closed by the shadow that will appear from Namatame. With this, everything has come to an end. You should go back to Nanako. Alright, let's go check on her. Well...
Nanako-chan.
We avenged you, Nanako-chan. But I guess you wouldn't be too happy about that. You're such a kind girl. Hey, where's Teddy? Did he go home?
Teddy has disappeared, leaving a note behind.
I'm going back to my own world. It's not easy to live there now, but it's my reality. I'm really, really thankful for everything all of you did for me. Well, goodbye.
Everyone avoided talking about the case and waited for the severe winter to end. And so, time passed. Hey, look, it's spring, but rather than the spring we were expecting, it's foggy. Still. Spring has once again come to Inaba. Alright, so we're at the Dojima residence.
And now, a story on the serial kidnapping and murder case that shook the town of Inaba. Police have released the identity of the suspect, who was confirmed dead after escaping the hospital as Taro Namatame. Ruling his death a suicide, the police have closed their investigation. However, police have yet to announce the cause of death for either the victims or the suspect himself. Several criminologists have raised questions over how his alleged crimes were committed. It seems that though this case has come to an official end, many of its mysteries will remain forever unsolved. Up next is our fog forecast for today.
Fog is still covering the town, but it should soften somewhat this week with the coming of spring. Today and tomorrow we'll see fairly light amounts of fog as usual. Saturation from then on is still to be determined. If you have travel plans, please be mindful of visibility conditions.
So the fog is still there. Hey! How you
It's
doing?
almost time for your train. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I think I am. Hey, look at Kotatsu again, though.
Starting tomorrow, I'll be all by myself in this house. It's gonna be lonely. Feel free to come visit anytime.
So, yeah, if you remember in the true ending, Nanako lives. In this ending, Nanako dies.
Hey, if there was evil in the world that had to be dealt with, but no one would step up to see justice done, it might fall to the closest person at hand to bear the burden of punishing them. Don't you think?
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe so. Huh. Well, we should get going. Your friends are probably waiting at the station.
Yeah, Dojima said, thinks, he kind of suspect, I mean, at this point we know that he knows that
Hey.
something's
Thanks.
going on. We've already kind of determined that he understands to some degree that there's another world because we kind of told him about it, and stuff happened. So the very fact that he says that, I think he knows that
You
you
are leaving us.
that you did something.
It was overdue quick.
It's going to get boring without you around, Senpai.
You will visit, won't you?
We'll come immediately if anything happens on your end. Be sure to take good care of yourself.
Take care. Keep in touch, okay? I'll reserve a room for you at the Amagi Inn the next time you come.
Well, I'll see ya. You really helped us out with lots of stuff. Thanks, partner.
You can kind of see that it's still foggy in the graphics. I kind of like that. Looks hazy. And they don't chase after you this time, like they do in the true endings. So, interesting. So yeah, this is the first bad ending. So I'm gonna go ahead and get through this, and I'm gonna bring you back to the point where you're talking to Namatame, and we'll get the second bad ending. So I will be right back. Alright, welcome back. So we've gone ahead and got the first bad ending here by saying push the bastard in. The true ending is wait a second here, so the second bad ending is going to be I can't stay here. So,
Are you saying you forgive this bastard?
I thought you'd feel the same way we do, Senpai.
You gonna let this go? Did you see what happened to Nanako-chan?
I did, but maybe I just don't feel like people, should die anymore.
Are you sure about that?
So if you say push him in, that will lead you back to the bad ending, the first bad ending. So I'm going to say don't do this.
Thank goodness. I knew you'd say so.
How the hell can you be so half-assed about this?
I don't know how this is half-assed.
This bastard did?
I never said that at all.
Of course we're not! But can you look me in the eye and say you're okay with doing the same thing this guy did? It's just like how you
Poor Namatame on the floor.
That you can't turn your back and do nothing. We're not gonna sit back and watch while our friend becomes a murderer, you moron!
To kill someone because they killed someone first. I can't decide on something that serious. But still, if you have it in you to be this angry for someone who was close to you, then you mustn't kill. That's something you can never take back.
So we leave it to the cops? You trust them to handle it?
No, not really,
Even
but...
if we can't trust them, from here on is no longer our battle. It's Dojima-san and his fellow officers' fight to convict the suspect. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm proud that I could protect this town with you all. That's why I don't want to make this terrible situation even worse by doing something like this. I want to keep going to school with you all and make more memories with my friends. I don't want one of those memories to be of us killing someone. So what if there's another crime? We can still save people, like we always have.
Until the fog takes over and we all die.
Nothing has
Wait, what?
happened yet. Then why assume that our future will be filled with misfortune?
Nothing's happened yet. Our future hasn't been decided. Let's go back to Nanako-chan's room.
Yeah, Namatame can decide what to do with himself. And he's gonna have a mental breakdown on the floor, so, What's up, Doctor?
Oh, there they are. Nanako-chan came around.
Hey!
Huh? What did you just say?
Nanako-chan's...
That's right. So we don't throw Namatame into the TV world, and Nanako-chan lives.
It's very rare to be resuscitated after one's heart and lungs fail, but it does happen. But until I know why she collapsed in the first place, I can't say for sure how well she'll recover from here on. Still, Nanako-chan's a fighter, and she's trying desperately to stay alive.
Yay!
So this isn't a joke? You're actually telling the truth?
Come on there, Yosuke.
Nanako-chan.
I kind of like that they tie Namatame's life with Nanako's in this case. If he dies, she dies.
This is amazing!
Miracles do happen. I'm so glad.
So by you know, protecting Namatame, you've saved Nanako. So yay! Oh god, all the girls are crying. Naoto?
Come on! Stop crying, you two!
I figure Kanji should be crying here, but
Wait a second, where's Teddy? I noticed he didn't come with us when we went to Namatame's room.
You're right. That's weird.
yeah, where'd he go?
I figured he wouldn't move from Nanako-chan's side. Teddy, where did you go?
Well, afterwards you found the note that Teddy left behind. Yeah, so
I'm going back to my own world. It's
Same
not
thing.
easy to live there now, but it's my reality. I'm really, really thankful for everything all of you did for me. Well, goodbye.
yeah, so Teddy leaves either way. So yeah, that kind of sucks. And so time passed. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and fast forward again to March, when we would be leaving normally. This time though, at least Ojima won't be alone. He did have, you know, he does have Nanako with him now. Hey, look at Spring. Hey, look at the dog. I feel like we've seen this scene before. Oh wait, we have. And yeah, the fog is still hanging around, unfortunately for us. Spring has once again come to Inaba. Hey look, we're at the Dojima residence again. I can't click through this and I don't want to fast forward, so sorry guys. You're going to see a few of the same things over again here. I'm going to move the mouse apparently because it's going to sleep.
A story on the serial kidnapping and murder case that shook the town of Inaba. Defendant Taro Namatame has confessed to committing the multiple kidnappings that previously seemed irrelevant. However, he continues to flatly deny his involvement in the first two murders. Namatame also maintains his strange insistence that he, quote, placed them inside the TV to save them. With so much unknown regarding his motives and methods, many are hoping his trial will shed some light on these mysteries. Up next is our fog forecast for today.
Alright, so it looks like Namatame went to trials. That's good.
Somewhat this week with the coming of spring. Today and tomorrow, we'll see fairly light amounts of fog as usual. Saturation from then on is still to be determined. If you have travel plans, please be mindful of visibility conditions.
Hey, Dojima.
It's almost time for your train. You ready to go?
Yeah, might as well.
Too bad Nanako couldn't leave the hospital in time to say goodbye. A little more time and maybe she could have come outside. Feel free to come visit any time, okay? And say hi to your parents for me.
Did you ever call my mom while we were
There's
here?
nothing more I can do for this case. I might end up testifying in court, but otherwise I'll just be observing to see how things play out. I don't imagine he'll get that harsh of a sentence given the evidence, or lack thereof. Well, so it goes. Hey, mind if I ask you something?
You gonna look at me?
It's only been a year since you got here, but a lot's happened since then. What do you think about your time here? Are you satisfied with the things you did, the choices you made?
So, this is an interesting question here. Can you say, I'm satisfied, I have my regrets, or what are you asking? I feel like Dojima still knows in this case. I know in the previous one I said that Dojima seems to kind of know that you threw Namatame in. And in this case, it kind of feels like Dojima knows that you chose not to continue looking for the truth. So, I'm gonna say I have my regrets.
I see. Life has a way of going places you never wanted it to.
But anything here, you're still going to meet your friends at the station.
Probably waiting at the station. Come on.
So yeah, you can say anything you want there. Ultimately,
Thanks.
like I said, I really think he does know at the end of the day that you've done something, so it's kind of interesting to me. And I don't think this is any different than the last time.
You know, it was overdue quick.
It's going to get boring without you around, Senpai.
Nice necklace.
You will visit, won't you?
We'll come immediately if anything happens on your end. Be sure to take good care of yourself.
Take care. Keep in touch, okay? I'll reserve a room for you at the Amagi Inn the next time you come.
Well, I'll see ya. You really helped us out with lots of stuff. Thanks, partner.
Alright, I think everything's the same from here on out. They're not going to chase after the train car. And the game's just going to end. So, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to a little bit further. We're going to say... So, go ahead and do the responses as you would the true ending when talking to Namatame, and I will meet you... I'm sorry, we're gonna get bad ending number 3. There's actually 2 endings we need to get here. Go ahead and do the stuff with Namatame to get the true ending. You're gonna want to say, wait a second here, we're missing something. Namatame's true feelings, something's been bothering me, we're missing something, and then calm the hell down. Go ahead and do that, and then I will meet you on December 5th when you're standing around outside of the Chinese restaurant with Naoto and Yosuke. Alright, welcome back. So, we're at the point where you get to select the person that's the most likely culprit. So, to get the bad ending number 3, you just have to select 3 people, and you just select the wrong person. So you can say something like, I don't know, Namatame. You already proven that Namatame wasn't the one behind this incident. You should rethink this. So, you can even choose your friends like Kanji, but your companions didn't gain their ability to enter the TV until after the murder of Mayumi Yamano. More than that, however, they are your friends who helped you reach this far in the mystery. You see no reason to consider them suspects. You should carefully rethink this one last time. And yeah, so it tells you, like, it's not your friends, it's not Namatame, you can select even people, like, here's your teachers, here's people you know, like, Shu, Eri, and basically you don't know anyone that fits it. Let's just say Dojima. If Dojima is the killer, he must have been careful to hide his ability to enter the TV world. Based on that assumption, it seems possible that it could be him. After all, as your uncle and owner of the house where you stayed, he could have easily observed your actions. Obviously, he had easy access to his own house, and he'd be more familiar than anyone else with the area. However, your uncle wants to solve this case even at the cost of his life. In fact, he was with you when Nanako was kidnapped, if you don't remember this. When you consider all the facts, there's very little to support Dojima as the killer. So, when you've gone ahead and screwed up a million times, for the sake of the suffering detective and his daughter Nanako, you must find the real suspect. And yeah, so you pick 3 times, and if you fail, you don't have a clue.
Our only option is to stay patient and continue our investigation. But regardless, the fact remains that Namatame has committed his crimes, and he has already been arrested.
So, no matter what we do, the case might be over now?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
The truth will be forever lost in darkness.
Well, for us, it's more like...
fog.
It's lost in the fog.
In fact, it's going to eat us. Nom 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 nom. I don't know what that was. Oh god. And just fade away. Bye, guys. Alright. Well, so that happened. Shortly after, you found a letter that Teddy left behind. You found a Teddy that a letter left behind. So he leaves. As in the other 3, as the other 2 endings. But on the positive in this one, because you did the true ending stuff, Nanako lives. So.
Well, goodbye.
And of course the town stays foggy. So you're seeing the kind of the same stuff over and over again. And I may actually just fast forward through some of this. Let's just go ahead and pass. So yeah, it's going to go to March. I think most of this is going to be the exact same as the last ending. Let me go ahead and just fast forward to this. We've seen this before, like we just saw this. So I don't think there's anything different here. Let's go ahead and just watch through. Make sure to skip through into the residence here, so I don't have to watch all of that.
Now, a follow-up report on the serial kidnapping and murder case that shook Inaba last year.
Oh, follow-up, huh?
Taro Namatame has confessed to committing the multiple kidnappings
I don't know
that
why I missed that first
previously
time.
seemed irrelevant. However, he continues to flatly deny his involvement in the first 2 murders. With so much unknown regarding his motives and methods, many are hoping his trial will shed some light on these mysteries. Up next is our fog forecast for today.
Oh, the
Fog
fog.
is still covering the town, but it should soften somewhat this week with the coming of spring. Today and tomorrow will see fairly light amounts of fog as usual. Saturation from then on is still to be determined. If you have travel plans, please be mindful of visibility conditions.
Alright. So, I think he's going to ask you the same
It's almost time for your
question
train. You ready to go?
as previous, so let's see here.
Too bad Nanako couldn't leave the hospital in time to say goodbye. A little more time and maybe she could have come outside.
It's the
Feel
fog!
free
Keep
to
her away
come
from the
visit
fog!
anytime,
Ah, the fog!
okay?
No,
And
not
say
the
hi to
fog!
your parents for me.
I refuse. You didn't answer my question. Did you ever call your sister?
There's no doubt he's the one who put Nanako through all this.
Oh.
The more I interrogate him, the more I start to question myself. Did Namatame really murder 2 people?
I'm gonna say I don't think so.
Well, we'll see what comes out in our investigation.
That's interesting.
In any case, there haven't been any more bizarre incidents lately. Here's hoping Inaba goes back to its usual quiet self and stays that way.
Well,
Well, we
that's
should get
kind of
going.
nice.
Your friends are probably waiting at the station. Come on.
It's interesting because the first time when you get revenge, oh, he doesn't thank you this time. Did you notice that? He thanked you the first 2 times, but he did not thank you the third one. That was kind of interesting. And he was smiling the first time when you avenged Nanako. He smiles. I actually don't think he smiled the second time either.
You know,
Interesting.
it was overdue.
Okay, so what I'm going to do from here, this is the same as last time and the time before that. I'm going to go ahead and let's talk about this next ending. The next ending is called the Accomplice Ending. So have you ever wondered what happens if you decide to protect Adachi?
We'll
Well,
come
that's
immediately if
what we're going to
anything
do.
happens on your end. Be sure to take good care of yourself.
I'm sure I will.
Take care. Keep in touch, okay? I'll reserve a room for you at the Amagi Inn the next time you come.
Well, thank you.
Well, I'll see ya. You really helped us out with lots of stuff. Thanks, partner.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut this off, and I will see you in a moment back at the same place where you're trying to choose who the killer was. Alright, welcome back. So we're back to this place, but this time we're going to choose the correct killer. So let's go ahead and do that. It's definitely Adachi. Of course, if you look only at the circumstances, you can't completely rule out that possibility. Sorry. Yeah, we've already read through this. Yeah, he knows the area well. He can approach your house. You've encountered him many times, and you've learned much about the police's movements from Adachi as well. There's no exact reason to doubt him, but something is bothering you. And however, you are friends with Adachi. Like, this is what that's saying right here. Should you tell your friends about your suspicions about Adachi being the culprit? So in the case you would tell your friends about Adachi, we're going to not tell him and protect Adachi. From your relationship thus far with Adachi, you don't want to think of him as the culprit. But there's more than enough possibility and you can't say for sure that he isn't. Are you sure you don't want to tell your friends? I'm sure I don't want to tell them about him. We're going to protect Adachi. You cannot think of anyone else but Adachi who could have been the culprit. But you don't want to hand him over as the culprit. You decide to keep it within your heart without telling your friends.
It looks like our only option is to stay patient and continue our investigation. But regardless, the fact remains that Namatame has committed his crimes, and he has already been arrested.
So, no matter what we do, the case might be over now?
Though the truth will be forever lost in darkness.
Well, for us, it's more like... it's lost in the fog.
We'll just wear our glasses forever. I mean, it's fine. Okay, so we've gone ahead and protected Adachi. So now what? Shortly after, you found a letter that Teddy left behind. Oh, same letter.
I'm going back to my own world. It's not easy to live there now, but it's my reality. I'm really, really thankful for everything all of you did for me. Well, goodbye.
Why would you leave us? Alright, so we're waiting for the severe winter to end, per usual. And so, time passed. Is that it? I don't think that's it. This doesn't seem right. Yeah, you pass all those days that you would be working on, social links and reading books. I am disappointed. Tomorrow is the day you go home. Was it really the right thing to not tell your friends about Adachi? This is probably the last day you can see Adachi. We're gonna go see him, and you want to do that to, get the Accomplice ending. So, let's go see Adachi. Where is he? Oh, hey, we're in the interrogation room. That's great.
Sorry, were you waiting long?
I don't like you.
Man, things have been so busy. I've been putting in a crazy amount of overtime. Well, anyway, what's with the sudden visit? Can I help you with something?
So, what do you want to do is you want to say, did you do it?
Do what? Me? Kill Mayumi Yamano and Saki Konishi? What's this about? Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Oh, come on. Even if you're kidding, this is a pretty bad joke. Did you forget? You're the ones who brought Namatame in.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Oh, I get it. You're still playing detective. Okay. Say I am the culprit. What did you come here to do? Convince me to turn myself in?
The correct answer here is no.
So, what? Are you trying to blackmail me?
Again, no. He's frustrated.
Listen up. Unlike you, we police aren't made of time. We still haven't even cleaned up Namatame's mess. Besides, you don't have any proof that I did it.
Actually, I do. Well,
are you gonna keep playing detective?
You want to say, I'm on your side.
You're on my side? Are you trying to be the hero or something? No, wait. You're saying you're on the killer's side. In front of a police officer. Do you understand what that means?
The answer you want to say is yes.
I see. Wait here a sec.
Okay. Where's he going?
Do you remember
Hey.
this? It's the threatening letter that got sent to your house.
Yes, it is. You had it the entire time.
I forgot to forward it over to forensics. I'm sure it was just a prank, but maybe it was connected to the murders. Who knows? This might be the piece of evidence that could turn this whole case upside down. The real killer wouldn't want the police to have this. But you're with me, right? So if I'm the real killer, and you're with me, then that makes you my partner in crime. Isn't that right?
This is kind of weird. Can you... Is that a lighter? It's green.
If I send this to forensics, they might pull some evidence off it. Maybe a clue to capturing the real killer. You, your friends, and Dojima-san have all been busting your asses for a whole year to solve this case. It's a damn shame that no one's caught the real killer yet. Well.
Alright, so... You have a choice here. If you burn the letter, you will destroy the one piece of proof that exists. It would be a betrayal of everything that happened over the last year. Will you burn the letter? And the answer to that is to set fire to the letter. I think even Adachi's a little surprised. Also, this is how buildings get burnt down. Oh, you put it in the ashtray. A burning smell permeates the room.
You actually did it. Do you understand what you just did?
Can you take that fucking
evidence?
Creepy look off your face?
You know?
Wow, that is even creepier. I'm actually kind of creeped out right now.
Now, this little incident is covered up forever.
Seriously, creepy freaking face. What are you doing? You gonna get me arrested?
And it's the police's duty to keep tabs on those who've committed crimes.
You can hear his happy voice from your cell phone. Why did you just call me? I'm standing right here.
If you get calls from this number, you better pick up. There's no use changing your number. Don't underestimate the Japanese police. It's easy to track you down.
You obtained Adachi's number. Your decision was monstrous, but there's no turning back now. Yeah, so... That's right. You max out Toru Adachi's Jester if you choose this option. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say about this. So yeah, yeah, and then you can, it's the same thing as the other one. If you had hunger, same persona, it's nothing different. Just kind of weird.
You want to find the truth without being swayed by the voices of society.
Your face is creepy.
It's a sinister thing. It seems like something absolute, yet it exists in everyone's hearts. For you, this was the truth. Well, I'm going back, so be careful on your way home. The fog is getting thicker and thicker after all.
Yeah, he knows at this point, it's kind of obvious that he knows that the fog is a problem.
Goodbye, partner.
Freaking face is creepy. There's no turning back now. Might as well. The fog outside is thick. You have to go home early. I don't know why you would choose this option. I guess just to see what happens. That's the reason I'm doing it.
Now, a follow-up report on the serial kidnapping and murder case that shook Inaba last year. Defendant Taro Namatame has confessed to committing the multiple kidnappings that previously...
I mean, that's why I'm doing it at this point. I would never actually do that.
Flatly deny his involvement in the first
I don't even know.
With so much unknown regarding his motives and methods, many are hoping his trial will shed some light on these mysteries.
Well, maybe if I haven't gone around burning the evidence, thanks you.
Fog is still covering the town, but it should soften somewhat this week with the coming of spring.
I'm actually surprised they didn't change the fog on this one, given what just happened.
Saturation from then on is still to be determined. If you have travel plans, please be mindful of visibility conditions.
It's almost time for your train. You ready to go?
I feel like Dojima should be mad at this point.
Too bad Nanako couldn't leave the hospital.
Hey,
in time to
Nanako
say
lives,
goodbye.
so that's not bad. I kind of wonder what Adachi wants from us.
Feel free to come
Except
visit
for
anytime,
maybe...
okay? And say hi
I don't know, maybe he's gonna kill more people. Well, no, that doesn't matter at this point, because, you know...
There's no doubt he's the one who put Nanako through all this. But
he knows that the
more
fog's
I
coming,
interrogate
so...
him, the more I start
I don't know.
to question myself. Did Namatame really murder 2 people?
I don't think so.
Well, we'll see what
So
comes
yeah,
out
I think
in
it's
our
about the same from here on out, but... Yeah, I
In any
kind of
case,
wonder
there
what
have
the
been
hell
more bizarre
Adachi
incidents
wants from us.
Here's hoping
Basically, we
Inaba
can't
goes back
ignore
to
his
its
phone
usual quiet
calls,
self
and
stays
we're
that
now his partner in crime, so
Well, we should get going.
we know that he's
friends are probably
freaking
waiting at the
evil,
station.
and he has no problem killing for his own self-gain. So, I don't know, I have some questions. Like, is he planning on making us kill people? But the fog's coming, so that's not really necessary.
You really are leaving us. You know, it was overdue quick.
It's going to get boring without you around, Senpai.
Alright, so that's basically it. I think this is about the same. It actually should be the same. I just wanted to show that off. So it's the 3 bad endings and the Accomplice ending.
We'll come immediately if anything happens on your end.
Maybe you should be calling me back since you're where the
yourself.
freaking fog's coming from. I kind of wonder if the fog is in the rest of Japan too, or the rest of the world, quite frankly.
I'll reserve a room for you at the Amagi Inn the next time you come.
Well, I'll see ya. You really helped us out with lots of stuff. Thanks, partner.
But with the 4 endings taken care of, it's basically it from here on out. We've seen the 4 endings, we've seen the normal ending, and we've seen the true ending. The true ending and the golden ending are about the same. The golden ending, it just includes Marie in the ending. I think if you don't complete her social link and don't complete her her dungeon, you get just the regular normal ending. And it's up to you, whichever you want to do. Obviously, I already completed the normal ending, so I've kind of already completed the golden and the normal. The golden and the true all at once. So it's basically 7 endings, and you've now seen them all if you've been following what I've been doing with the normal ending and the true ending / golden ending. I'll go ahead and put a annotation here so you can go back and look at those if you're super interested. But they're pretty standard. What you would expect, I guess, from any sort of RPG like this. So from here, we're going to return back to the true path to go ahead and get the rest of everything taken care of for the social links and the quests and all that kind of good stuff. So look forward to next time. The next time we meet, we will be outside of selecting the correct true killer. I don't actually have open the day that will be on. Let me double check while this is running for a moment. I don't know why I don't have that open at the moment, quite frankly. Let's see here. After you choose Namatame's punishment and you choose to tell your friends about Adachi, we will probably be popping in December 8th after school. We're gonna, go see Namatame alone to get hunger level 8. So make sure you're following the true path that I did before in playthrough 1. But I'll meet you after school to on December 8th, and we'll be continuing on from there. I don't know how much we really need to do. There's not a lot that we have left, and many of the books are already done at this point. So we do have a few more quests and a few more social links left. And we're coming up very close to the extra stuff that you can do when you've gone through the second playthrough. So I'm super excited to be showing that off very, very soon. So stay tuned. I will see you next time.